Namaskar. I welcome you all in my channel Neeli Batti. Let's get started. Here's the news. Industry bodies welcome extension of lockdown. Industry bodies have welcomed the extension of lockdown and the details guideline issued by Home Ministry towards operationalizing the lifting of the lockdown post April 20 after reviewing the ground situation. Secretary General FICCI Dilip Shenoy thanked the government for accepting their suggestion of the staggered exit from the lockdown, with the complete lockdown continuing only in hotspots to save lives and livelihoods. He said the period coincides with harvesting of the Rabi crop. Next news. Bihar government launches door-to-door screening. The Bihar government has launched door-to-door screening in 8,000 villages in 4 districts on 16th April to detect COVID-19 cases. Principal Secretary of the State Health Department Sanjay Kumar said that this is being undertaken to contain infection. Mr. Kumar said villages where people have come from foreign countries between 1st March to 23rd March will be screened. The survey is being done on the lines of Pulse Polio Immunization Campaign. Next news. Maharashtra COVID-19 cases in state jumped to 3081. According to the latest tally, with 165 new cases being recorded in the last 12 hours in Maharashtra, the total number of COVID-19 positive patients in the state has jumped to 3081. However, Mumbai recorded 35% fewer cases and only 2 deaths, lowest in the last 11 days. In Mumbai, people were again seen making a rush at the vegetable markets at Baikula, a rather crowded area in Mumbai. In Thane, the administration has closed the main wholesale vegetable market. Next news. Gram Panchayats taking various measures to check spread of COVID-19. Gram Panchayats across the country are taking various measures to check the spread of COVID-19 in rural areas. Panchayati Raj Ministry is closely coordinating with state governments, district authorities and Gram Panchayats to ensure that there are no violations of lockdown and social distancing is being followed. In Kerala, 304 community kitchens have been started in panchayats and municipalities with the help of local self-government institutions. Next news. Maldives President appeals people to stay indoor. Maldives President Ibrahim Mohammed Soli on 16th April made an emotional appeal for people to stay indoors following confirmation of the first COVID-19 case in its Mali. In an address, President Soli urged the public to treat each other with care and remain patient and assist each other according to the letter and spirit of Islamic teachings. His appeal followed a persons with no travel history testing positive in congested mail. Next news. UN Chief Antonio Guterres urges African nations to set up efforts. United Nations Secretary General Antonio is urging African nations to set up efforts to tackle the coronavirus. The continent could end up suffering the greatest impact. In a video conference with African ambassadors to the United Nations in New York on 15th April, he said that the United Nations and African countries are working together in the fight against COVID-19. He also commended early efforts by government to suppress transmission. Next news. South Korea President left-leaning ruling party wins in parliamentary elections. In South Korea, President Moon Jae-in's left-leaning ruling party won an absolute majority in parliamentary elections. According to provisional results declared by the National Election Commission on 16th April, the Democratic Party and its allies took 180 seats in the 300-member National Assembly, up from the current 120. The Conservative Opposition Coalition won 103 seats. South Korea has 10,613 COVID-19 confirmed cases in the country. Next news. China dispatched kits to India. Indian ambassador. China has dispatched a total of 650,000 kits to India. These include rapid antibody test and RNA extraction kits. Indian ambassador to China, Vikram Misri, said that the kits were dispatched from the Guangzhou airport on 16th April. The rapid testing kits are to be used in hotspots with high COVID-19 infection rates. The External Affairs Ministry has been at the forefront of the government's COVID-19 response to ensure a vital medical supplies from other countries. Next news. SSC holds a special meeting to review situation arising out of COVID-19. The Staff Selection Commission on 16th April held a special meeting to review the situation arising out of the COVID-19. In view of the prevailing lockdown restrictions, it was decided that dates for all examinations where candidates are required to travel will be reviewed from time to time. A decision on fresh dates for the remaining examination will be taken after 3rd of May. The rescheduled dates will be notified on the websites of the Commission. Next news. Finance Minister says $3.9 billion disbursed. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said within a couple of weeks, India has disbursed financial assistance amounting to $3.9 billion to more than 320 million people so far. She informed the meeting that the disbursal is being done with a special focus on direct benefit transfer through digital technologies so that the exposure of beneficiaries to public places is minimized. The monetary policy measures undertaken by the Government of India have helped defreeze markets and catalyze credit flows. Next news. Central government issues notification for health and motor insurance. Central government has issued notifications allowing health and motor insurance policy holders to make premium payments till 15th of May, which are due for renewal during the lockdown. The notification says that the policy holders whose health or motor vehicle third-party insurance policies fall due to renewal during the period from 25th March to 3rd May are allowed to make such payments for renewal of policies to their insurers on or before 15th May. Next news. FIEO welcomes government move to resume export-oriented manufacturing units. Federation of Indian Export Organizations has welcomed the government to move to resume export-oriented manufacturing units as the first step to relax the coronavirus-driven lockdown. FIEO President Sharad Kumar Saraf said the move will help in opening of 80 to 85% of manufacturing units gradually and helping the sector bank on track. Mr. Saraf said the move would also give a positive signal to the world that India is confident to contain COVID-19 through its well thought and early measures. Next news. Assam government got 50,000 PPE kits. Assam government got 50,000 PPE kits. The Assam government got 50,000 imported PPE kits on 15th April from China. Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma and Minister of State for Health Piyush Hazarika received the kits at the Borjhar airport, which come from Guangzhou in China. Mr. Sarma said that the consignment would reassure the safety of doctors and nurses who are working round the clock against COVID-19. Assam has reported 32 cases so far in the state. Next news. WHO welcomes joint efforts with India to fight COVID-19. World Health Organization Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus has welcomed World Health Body's cooperation with India. The WHO has said it will work with India's Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to leverage the strategies that help the country eradicate polio to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. WHO's National Polio Surveillance Network will be engaged to strengthen COVID-19 surveillance, and its field staff will continue to support immunization and elimination of tuberculosis and other diseases. Next news. US President Trump to announce guidelines for reopening economy. US President Donald Trump has said that the country is past the worst of the coronavirus pandemic and that he will announce guidelines for reopening the economy on 16th April. He said that the battle continues, but the data suggests that the US has passed the peak on new cases. The president termed the development as encouraging and said that it puts the US in a very strong position to finalize guidelines for states on reopening the country. Next news, IMF proposes to deploy its full 1 trillion US dollar lending capacity. The International Monetary Fund has proposed to deploy its full 1 trillion US dollar lending capacity to support countries battling COVID-19. Describing the COVID-19 pandemic as a crisis like no other, International Monetary Fund head Kristalina Georgieva on 15th April said the world is now in the worst recession since the Great Depression. Georgieva said at the start of the first ever virtual annual spring meeting of the IMF and the World Bank in Washington. Next news, more than 2 million coronavirus cases recorded globally. More than 2 million cases of the novel coronavirus have been officially reported across the globe, while the death toll from the COVID-19 has crossed over 1,30,000 mark. The figure has roughly doubled in 13 days and are growing steadily. The United States has so far registered more than 6,19,000 cases, while the number of cases has recorded over 1,70,000 in Spain. Next news, Railways makes railway parcel vans available. Indian Railways has made railways parcel vans available for quick mass transportation of essential items by e-commerce entities and other customers including state government. Transportations of essential items like medical supplies, medical equipment and food in small parcel sizes is very important during the lockdown in the wake of COVID-19. Timetabled parcel special trains are going on selected routes to ensure uninterrupted supply of essential items. Zonal railways are regularly identifying and notifying routes for these parcel special trains. Next news, ensure public servants behave in sensible manner. NHRC to Center. National Human Rights Commission has asked Center to issue suitable advisory to states and UTs to implement lockdown guidelines without undermining people's rights to life, liberty and dignity. The Commission asked the Center, through the Union Home Ministry, to issue suitable guidelines, advisory and standard operating procedure to all the states and UTs, emphasizing that while implementing corona lockdown guidelines, the public servants, including police personnel, should behave in a sensible manner with the people. Next news, USCIRF must stop adding religious color to country's national goal. The External Affairs Ministry has said that the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom must stop adding religious color to country's national goal of fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. The ministry said that no segregation is being done in civil hospitals on the basis of religion as clarified by the Gujarat government. It also said that USCIRF is spreading misguided reports on the professional medical protocols followed to deal with the spread of COVID-19 in India. Next news, 11,933 cases confirmed of COVID-19 reported in the country. Health Ministry. A total of 11,933 confirmed cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the country so far. Out of these, 1,343 patients have recovered and have been discharged from the hospitals, while 392 patients have died. Health Ministry officials said that the districts of the country have been classified into three categories: hotspot districts, non-hotspot districts and green zone districts. He said hotspot districts will be those where either a large number of cases are being reported. Next news, monetary policy measures taken by India helped defreeze market. India stressed the role of finance ministers and central bank governors of G20 countries in safeguarding the lives and livelihood of people while maintaining macroeconomic stability in a sustainable manner in the backdrop of COVID-19 pandemic. In her intervention at the virtual session of the second G20 Finance Ministers and Central Bank Governors meeting, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman shared the measures taken by Government of India to provide the vulnerable sections with swift, timely and targeted assistance. Next news, IMF lauds India's proactive decision of imposing nationwide lockdown. The International Monetary Fund has said that it supports India's proactive decision of imposing a nationwide lockdown in its fight against coronavirus. Shang Yong Ri, the director of IMF's Asia and Pacific Department, said that the Indian government implemented a nationwide lockdown despite economic slowdown, and IMF supports India's proactive decision. On March 25, India entered a 3-week lockdown, which was slated to end on April 14, and it was extended till May 3. Next news, CBDT issues over 10 lakh refund in a week. Central Board of Direct Taxes has processed over 10 lakhs refunds worth 4,250 rupees in a week. 4,250 crore rupees in a week. These refunds are over and above the 250 refunds are already issued in 2019-20 till 31st of March, totaling to 1,84,000 crore rupees. Last week, CBDT had said that it will issue pending income tax refunds up to 5 lakh rupees to help taxpayers in a COVID-19 pandemic situation. Next news, Health Minister asked WHO officials to work with Indian Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan held an interactive session through video conferencing on 15th April with senior officials and field officers of the World Health Organization on the measures of being taken for containment of COVID-19 in India. Exhorting the WHO officials, Dr. Harsh Vardhan said, "We have to work together to eradicate this virus as we eradicated polio and smallpox earlier." He said, "We can and we will defeat this novel coronavirus." So here we come to an end. There is a question of the day. Who is the Prime Minister of Maldives? You have to write your answer in the comment box. So that's all for today. बड़ों को नमस्ते, छोटों को प्यार. जय हिंद, वंदे मातरम.